Look at her in action. Wow. She should have used her afro ray. Please welcome Lucy Lawless. What's that?
You used the panty shot.
We used the panty shot, yes.
Yeah.
That's the kind of show we have here. I said, is there a panty shot? And they said, yes, there is.
Several. Yeah.
And I was like, use that shot. You look fantastic.
Why, thank you.
You're the only guest to actually move the chair so that you're closer to me.
I wanted to be able to sit on your lap and play with your hair.
What the hell? Seriously? Let's go. Come on, come on. Let's go. Right there, baby.
Oh, my dream come true. Am I hurting you?
Are you hurting me? Yeah, okay. You best sit down. We have an interview to do. So, I'll get this chair just right, and then, you do look beautiful tonight.
Why, thank you.
Thank you for being here. And also, you had a big, big day. You co-hosted with Regis Philbin today.
You jealous?
Yeah. Now, he called you, did he call you Xena? He didn't call you Lucy. He called you Xena all day.
Yeah, he did.
Was it? Did you mind that? Or was he like...
Well, no, because Regis gets everybody's name wrong, so...
Yeah. I swear to you, I've been doing this show for 7 years. I've run into Regis 100 times. He calls me Conan. He's like, hey there, Conan. How are you doing, Conan? Good to see ya. How's Conan? And it's like, calm down. So was he doing that to you all day? Hey there, Xena. How are you? Nice to see you.
Yeah, but I think, you know, he's cute.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's a wonderful man.
Just fix your hair there, lovely. Got little alfalfa things happening.
Yeah, this is not the first time my hair has looked weird on the show. Now, of course, you've had you on the show before. You're a New Zealand... Huh? You didn't know?
Your sofa's empty.
Yeah. You didn't know about that? He was killed in a skydiving accident.
Well, that'll happen. Yeah.
Haven't you read the papers?
No, he's a dog now. I did hear he's an animated dog.
He's an
now
animated
somewhere.
dog on a TV show.
Hey.
He left me to be an animated dog.
It's hard to hold on to the inside.
That's a hard blow for me, yeah. Now, let's talk about, you're a New Zealander. You're very popular in this country, but in New Zealand, you are a god, I understand. You were like a head of state in New Zealand. Is that true?
I'm just
true.
interested to see where you're going with that.
Well,
How's
that's a nice thing to say, I think. That's not some kind of slam. They, in New Zealand, they just absolutely adore you. You're a powerful figure there. Is that true?
I wouldn't have thought so, no.
Well, I heard that you were invited to a small, when President Clinton visited the country, you were invited to a small private dinner. I mean, that doesn't happen to me that often. Yeah. And in this country, I'm a god, so I'm just thinking that that's pretty big stuff.
It was, and it was very interesting. He was very personable, you know. I'm sorry to tell you guys, he's a really likable person to sit down with. And his
I'm really shocked that he paid a lot of attention to you. It was personal. Okay.
Yeah. And his daughter was across the table.
He brought his daughter along. You were at a restaurant, is that right? Like
yeah, the patron's jaws just hit the ground when the leader of the free world walks in and plonks himself.
You were just at like a Chuck E. Cheese, right? You were just at like any old restaurant.
He insisted. What can I say?
He was in the big bin of balls. Whoa. And so he had his daughter with him. I've met Chelsea. She's really cool. She's really nice.
Yeah, she's very charming and very intelligent and clearly likes her father very much. You know, just like friends. But the sun really rose when she discovered that the buxom, dark-haired woman sitting next to her father was in fact 8 months pregnant. You know, when I stood up, I was enormously pregnant, and she's like, "Oh, you're pregnant." I think, no, she thought maybe I had a thing for a dad, which I did. I sat on his lap and played with his hair.
Oh, did you?
He didn't move the chair back to the original position, Conan.
Well, he's... Conan. Conan. Hey, Conan, how are you? Does the president watch Xena? Did he say if he watched Xena?
Well, I don't think it's appointment television because he's, you know... Well, maybe it is. Maybe it is.
Has he seen it before? Did he say...
He has seen it before. He said, I like your show. It's a very naughty show. And watches
I really
it.
like your show. Mr. President, we've got to go. Not now. Let's
But
talk.
instead his wife watches it too. Like, she phones him from her bedroom and...
Wow. That was good. Very good. Now, you've had this baby since your last visit here to the show, so congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Is it boy, girl?
Boy, Julius. We're starting to call him Julius Maximus because he's got a max out soon. He's the most enormous baby. He's 32 pounds and...
32 pounds and he's like 2 weeks old, right?
Just turned 1.
Really? 32?
Yeah.
You know, if it's any consolation, this is true, I was a very fat baby, and look what happened here,
now.
so... You seem worried. Anyway, now, I would think the one thing this brings up to mind for me is if, on every other TV show, if you're pregnant while you're shooting, like I'm friends with Lisa Kudrow, and while she was pregnant...
Lisa Kudrow.
We're really friends! You got me there. Anyway, they had to shoot, when she was pregnant on Friends, they had to contrive all this stuff that they do in sitcoms. Like she's always carrying a basket of laundry and she's always standing behind something. How does Xena hide the fact that she's pregnant? I mean, you can't do that. You're flipping through the air.
They couldn't hide it because I'm wearing that corset, you know, so
right.
It just exploded one. She's pregnant, better write it in. So,
So they wrote it into the show.
Yeah. And then there's a difficulty, you know, once you have a baby on a show, you've got to, like, 86 the baby somehow because they're so painful to work with.
86 the baby. What a wonderful term.
Well, so...
We're going to use that in the promotion tonight for the show. And watch Conan. He's got Lucy Lawless. We're going to 86 the baby. What a horrible woman.
Not my baby. Not my baby.
Not your baby,
Someone
no.
else's
So
baby.
they had to do something to write the baby out of the plot.
That's right. So we just cleverly went to sleep in an ice cave for 25 years, which you know because you are a big fan.
Went to sleep in an
like
ice...
Bill Clinton and
Yeah.
Hillary. It's appointment television for you, right?
I like it when you're close to me. Listen, I think this is a good time to do a commercial break so you and I can chat in private. Check your local listings for Xena, Warrior Princess, and that's it. This is the last season.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too bad. People love that show.
Yeah. I love that show.
Yeah, and you've got a lot of big fans here tonight, actually, that wore jackets and are making the noise, and they're going to miss you. Lucy, thanks a lot for coming. Congratulations on the baby. Great to have you. Lucy